Hey everyone, Duke here, and today we are going to go over Zer's location and inventory for the weekend of September 17th. First, for his location, he is in the tower over by the hangar. For exotics this week, he is selling Merciless, Shards of Galanor, One-Eyed Mask, and Geomag Stabilizers. The Shards of Galanor are a 62 roll with pretty even stats across the board, nothing to write home about, but if you need Shards of Galanor or just don't have a good roll of them, this is definitely decent. We have the One-Eyed Mask with a 67 total stat roll, which is super duper high, but nothing super duper spiky. Again, just a lot of stats. Mobility and strength are both decently high, and we get a little bit of every other stat, but nothing super duper spiky here. And finally, we have Geomag Stabilizers, again with a 67 total stat roll, and again with not a super duper spiky stat distribution, just a lot of different stats, and again 15 resilience and 15 discipline. Again, not the greatest of rolls, but really high amount of total stats. So if you're just looking for a bunch of stats, definitely great roll for that. For weapons, I've looked through these, and we've got quite a few really strong options this week. We've got a Dire Promise with Snapshot Sights and Rangefinder, which is going to be great for PvP. We've got Escape Velocity with Grave Robber and Quick Draw. Ikelos SMG with Grave Robber and Vorpal Weapon. A main ingredient with Under Pressure and Tap the Trigger, which once again is going to be great for PvP, and as someone that loves fusion rifles in PvP, I'm definitely going to be picking this up and giving it a shot. Got a Truth Teller with Blinding Nades, Feeding Frenzy, and Swashbuckler. Not the greatest Truth Teller I've ever seen, but it has Blinding Nades, and if you don't already have a grenade launcher, especially a Truth Teller with Blinding Nades, I'd suggest picking this up. We've got a Steel Sybil with Relentless Strikes and Whirlwind Blade, and actually if you look in here too, it also has Swordmaster's Guard, which is going to be better than Heavy Guard, so that you can use your big swing more often. And finally, we have a bottom dollar with Outlaw and Dragonfly. Normally you can only get bottom dollars from grinding Gambit, and there are like 87 million perk combinations in the 3rd and 4th slots. Outlaw Dragonfly is a nice roll, so this is definitely worth picking up if you are looking for a bottom dollar and don't already have one that's better than this. For Warlock Armor, we've got Gauntlets with a 62 roll with 19 resilience and 16 strength. A chest piece with a decent amount of stats across the board and 59 total. Nothing super crazy, but decent. Class item. Got a helmet with 22 recovery and 13 intellect. If you're hurting on recovery, this is definitely a nice piece there. And finally, we've got boots with 63 total stats, and again, just a lot of stats across the board. A lot of armor pieces this week so far that have shown to be really strong if you're looking to just have a lot of stats, and pretty much every stat, versus maybe some more spiky stats, like this helmet with 22 recovery. Again, that's a little bit spikier. Next, for Titan Armor, we've got Gauntlets with a 59 total stat roll and 15 mobility, 14 resilience, and 17 discipline. We've got a really nice chest armor here with 60 roll and 23 recovery and 21 intellect. It has both the double 20 plus stat rolls that I love to talk about so much, and the combination of recovery and intellect, which again to me works for every single class and pretty much every single situation that you'd want. I love recovery, I love supers. This is a really nice piece here. Class item. Got a helmet with 61 total stats, and again, just a lot of stats across the board. Nothing super spiky here, but if you're looking for a lot of stats, another decent piece. And another really nice piece for the boots for Titans with 15 resilience, 16 recovery, and 26 intellect with a very nice 63 total stat roll as well. Again, if you're looking for supers, awesome intellect. If you're looking for recovery, really solid there. And you even get some resilience on this piece as well, with Titans having their barricade and their bubble survivability tied to resilience. This is going to be a really nice pair of boots here. And finally, for Hunters, we've got a pair of Gauntlets with a 62 total stat roll and 21 mobility. A really nice high roll on mobility here, which is going to lower your dodge cooldown, and a decent amount of other stats across the board. Definitely a solid piece to start us off. We've got a chest piece with 16 mobility and 18 strength with 57 total. A little bit low here. Decent, but not amazing. Class item. Got a helmet with 23 recovery, 12 intellect, 14 strength, and 63 total stats. Another high recovery piece, similar to what the Titans had earlier. Nice piece here. A little bit low on the mobility compared to what I like, but has a lot of other stats to make up for it. And finally, we have boots with a splattering of stats across the board. with 12 mobility, 16 recovery, 16 discipline, and 13 intellect. If you're looking for a number of stats rather than maybe just one or two, this is a solid piece to look at for that type of build. And that's all we've got from Xur for this weekend. Definitely a lot of weapons that are worth looking into, especially for you PvP players out there, and a number of very solid legendary armor pieces across the board. Make sure to pick up those exotics if you don't already have them, or have lower rolls on them. Not the spikiest of stats, but some high total stats for sure across the board. I hope these videos continue to help you guys, and as always, have a wonderful day.